Well, here we are today. We're gonna put together some chicken curry. I have all the ingredients here. We have the chicken. I like to use the poor man's marinade, which really is letting the meat age for a day or two out in room temperature. Starts to smell pretty good. And we're gonna use one green bell pepper. Also one white onion, but I have a yellow. I'm gonna use this old one. Some old ginger I'm gonna clean out of the refrigerator. Garlic. Some carrots. Potatoes. Look at these little potatoes. Some peppercorns. Calls for 10 peppercorns. And fish sauce. Or patis for the Filipinos out there. Half a cup of water, already got poured. And of course we have curry powder. And then we're gonna use some coconut cream. And those are the ingredients. So what I'm gonna first do is start chopping up the onion, the garlic, and the ginger. And we're gonna saute that in the wok. So let's get started. All right, I'm gonna grab myself the wok so I can start heating up the oil while I'm cutting up the onion and garlic. Some olive oil, a couple tablespoons full. I like to use the dark meat for the chicken, and that has a lot of fat in it, so we don't need a little bit of oil. And then we're gonna heat this up, get this heating, while I cut up the onion and the garlic and the ginger, and we'll saute that. This is an old one that I wanna use up. Let's cut some of this off. Let me chop this up. We don't be too fussy about it because I'm going to really cook it down and it's going to reduce in the pan. But I have a lot of chicken to use up, so I want to use a bit of onion and garlic. We like a lot of garlic. So, you know, the recipe calls for certain amounts, but I just kind of ad lib as I go. And you can customize it to your own taste. Let me just cut this up. You gotta remember to use the claw so you don't cut your fingers off. The thumb's behind the fingers and you push the food in. This way you have the blade going against your upper fingers. And your fingertips keep curled underneath. Okay. Good, I'll probably cut this other one off too, but and the garlic, you know, I'm gonna mash it up, so we just gotta get the skins off. And the ginger. Some old ginger. I'm glad to use it up. It'll be good in the dish. Okay, I'm gonna cut the rest of it up and then we'll put it in the pan. All right, we get the oil heated in the pan. We're just gonna get it around there. Get the pan nice and oiled up. And the first thing I like to do is the ginger. I like to fry the ginger up, get it crispy. You can turn the heat up like that. It takes a while, you know, to get nice and crispy. So while this is frying, I'm going to cut up the rest of the onion, and then I'll add the cut up onion and the garlic. All right, here we are. You get a good look at the ginger. They're kind of crispy. I'm going to add the onions and the garlic, chopped up onion and garlic. Okay, well that's cooking down. I'm gonna add to the half a cup of water my patis. I don't know what it calls for 2 tablespoons. I'm generous. I like fish sauce. That's the salt. I'm gonna add the 10 peppercorns. About. Put that in there and let that sit. All right, well, we got the onions frying up here. I'm gonna cut up the potato and carrots. But first I like to soften them up in the microwave for a little bit. I'll just put them in the bowl here. Put it in the microwave for a minute 11 seconds. And then after that's done, I'll cut them up to be added later. All right, so the onions are reducing, looking good. I'd like to add some black pepper, ground black pepper, a little bit, and some cayenne, ground cayenne pepper, not too much. Let that cook down some more. Once that gets cooked down to where we like it, we're gonna add the curry and then the chicken. In the interim, I'm gonna cut up these potatoes and carrots to get them ready to be added. They said chunks. All right, so I'll cut the rest of these up and then we'll add them when the time comes. All right, we get the onions reduced quite a bit there. The garlic and the ginger, and you see a nice crust on the bottom of the pan, which I like, adds a lot of flavor. Now we're gonna add the curry. 2 tablespoons. Mix that in. Now I'm going to move it to high heat and add the chicken. And we're going to brown the chicken on the outside before we add the water. Patisse, peppercorn mix. Going to high heat. The fat from the chicken will dissolve all that crust on the bottom of the pan and will mix into the dish. It adds quite a bit of flavor. The dark meat, you can see the chicken's got a lot of fat. A lot of points for Weight Watchers. But it's delicious. All right, I'm gonna let that brown up, flip it over, let all the sides brown, and then we'll add the water. All right, we're just gonna flip these chicken over, get it to brown up on the other side. Okay, a little bit more before we add the water mix. All right, so we get the chicken browned up, looking good, smelling even better. I'm gonna add the water with the patisse and the peppercorns. Gonna mix that in. I'm gonna add the potatoes and the carrots, and I'm gonna cover it and simmer it for, it says 10 minutes, but I think I usually do longer than that. But as it simmers, it more like steams, and then the chicken releases a lot of its fat and it starts to simmer. Mix those in. Smells so good, my producer cameraman here says he's getting hungry. I'm gonna cover it over. Put it on the lower heat. And let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna check out the chicken. Looking good. Actually been more like 15 minutes. And now we're gonna add the coconut cream. I like the cream. The recipe calls for milk, but I like my curry very thick. And here we have the coconut cream. Already opened the can. All right, we're gonna let this simmer for a little bit, and then we're gonna add the bell pepper. All right, so it's been simmering for 15 minutes or so. We're gonna add the final step is the green bell pepper. I'm gonna cut that up. Bell pepper adds a lot of flavor. All right, that's basically it. Let it simmer some more, covered. And then we'll have dinner later. Thank you for watching. All right, so we've been letting this simmer now for quite some time. Once the bell pepper went in, it's beginning to thicken up nicely, as you can see. So, mix it around some and then turn the heat off and let it set. Over a little bit. And then we have the pot of rice here ready to go for when we're going to have the chicken curry. Time to eat. Need a little bit of the jasmine rice. And some chicken curry on top. Bon appetit.